Joining me now over the phone, I have author of the brand new best-selling book, Confronting the Presidents, No Spin Assessments from Washington to Biden, journalist Bill O'Reilly. Bill, good morning. I've been eager to talk to you all day. Who walked away the victor in your eyes?
It depends what your yardstick is, Markie. So, as a historian / journalist, there are two things that I bring in to evaluate winners and losers in any debate. The first, who helped their ticket more? That's the most important, okay? And I think it was Senator Vance, because he had been demonized by the corrupt corporate media to the extent that Americans, they had no idea who he was. And so he comes in and he's fairly articulate, presents his case, was what they call accessible. I hate that word. But, you know, looks like a guy you could go out and have dinner with. And he was respectful to Governor Walz. So he elevates the ticket. The second yardstick is who looked more presidential. Now, that's totally subjective. But to me, you know, JD looks a little like U.S. Grant, a young U.S. Grant. Mark, did you notice that? Looks a little like
I didn't have that takeaway in particular, Bill, but I'm not surprised that you did.
No, I got a good picture of Grant in Confronting the Presidents. Look it up and see.
Okay.
They're very similar. Walz came across as you know, the uncle who is a nice guy, but I don't know if he came across as authoritative. Certainly he did in the first 45 minutes because he was very nervous. So I think Vance topped him there in looking presidential.
How do you think that both camps are waking up this morning? I mean, do you think Trump feels confident after last night's performance about choosing Vance as his running mate, and also the same for Harris with Walz?
Well, number one, Trump never wakes up because he never goes to sleep. He's a vampire. Most people don't know that, Markie, but he
Breaking news. We just broke news, Bill.
He never sleeps. Look, Donald Trump needs all the stability he can get. All right? And Vance provided that last night. Vance wasn't insulting. He didn't throw water on Walz. He didn't talk about eating Cocker Spaniels. None of that happened. So that Trump has got to be, I would think, happy about his performance. On the Walz front, if I'm Harris, who doesn't define herself at all, I don't know if I'm real confident that helped me. Because now you have a Harris-Walz ticket with really no authoritative face. So, and let me just qualify that. When you have an Iran situation where there is a nation attacking, literally attacking, and has for years, other nations, not just Israel. Remember, Iran drove the Iraqi chaos that killed thousands of Americans. When you have that, and you picture Kamala Harris or Tim Walz going up against the mullahs, I'm a little uneasy there, and this is not ideological for me.
Yeah, I was wondering, because in the first few seconds and a couple times during the night, he mixed up Israel and Iran. I was curious your thoughts on who you thought seemed best poised to enter the White House and deal with global conflict and warfare.
What I didn't like about Walz is they come out of the chute and they say, would you support Israel attacking Iran? A very simple question. Markie, you and I both would have asked the question because that's the breaking news of the day.
Right.
Walz totally dodged it. 100% dodged it. Now, if it were me moderating that debate, that would not have happened. I'm sorry to sound conceited. But I would have stopped and said, look, Governor, with all due respect, it's a simple question. Would you back Israel attacking Iran? And that's what the moderators failed to do.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.